What is up, wealth builders and real estate investors? My name is Sam Hack, and I'm here today to provide you with the very next step to financial freedom. Today we're discussing a critical part of all personal finance and investing: credit score. Why is your credit score so important? Because investing in real estate and other cash flowing assets requires credit, so we don't have to buy everything we're investing in all cash. One of the beautiful things about real estate and how quickly it can build wealth is the fact that we can leverage our money. We can control a $100,000 asset with only $25,000, but we benefit 100% from the cash flow, the appreciation, and all the tax benefits. Stay tuned for an informative yet easy to understand video about the basics of building credit, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell below to keep up to date with our videos. Rent to Retirement is here to show you step by step how to invest in cash flowing rental real estate. If you already understand credit and credit score, go check out some of our previous videos for the next level of investing knowledge. The first thing we need to understand about credit is that it's a tool, not a toy. Lenders give borrowers money and credit so they can make a return on the money that they're lending out. You might be thinking, wait a second, don't credit card companies want me to go out and overspend? Well, yeah, they may, but they want to get paid back eventually. They just want to get you trapped in that cycle of high interest rates on your credit card balance. This is why we must use credit, and especially credit cards, responsibly. Secured credit, on the other hand, or credit that has an asset backing it up, such as a car or home loan, if you don't pay, the lender will come and take back that financed asset before you can say repossession. Remember, credit and credit scores are a qualification criteria that is used to show how trustworthy you are when handling borrowed money. So what exactly determines your credit score? There are 5 main factors when coming up with your credit score. These 5 factors will then produce a credit score between 300 on the lowest end and 850 on the high end. The closer you are to that 850 maximum mark, the more trustworthy you are to lenders. Factor number 1, on-time payments. On-time payments are one of the biggest factors in determining your credit score. It seems fairly obvious, but the more on-time payments you make, the more it shows you're trustworthy with credit. This one's pretty straightforward. You pay when you say you're going to pay. Factor number 2, credit usage or utilization. Credit card utilization can be thought of like a glass of water. The size of the glass is how much total credit you have available to you. Say you have 3 credit cards and they all have a $10,000 limit on them, and you have no other loans or lines of credit available to you. This would give you $30,000 in total available credit. Then if one month you max out one of those cards to $10,000, your utilization would be 33.3% for that month. You would have filled that glass of water up 1/3 of the way before dumping it out, paying off that card at the end of the month. You'll want to shoot for under 30% credit utilization and definitely under 50% utilization. The lower utilization, the better in most cases, but just make sure you use a little credit to show you're an active borrower. Remember that our utilization is a percentage of total available credit to you, so you can decrease your utilization just by increasing the size of your water glass. Call your credit card companies and other lenders and ask for a credit increase, so your utilization percentage will show up lower each month. You can also make manual payments throughout the month, so when your utilization is reported to the credit bureaus, it will show up lower than if you waited until the end of the month to pay. Our third main factor in determining your credit score is your average age of credit. Our average age of credit is found by adding up the lifespan of each credit line that we have and dividing it by the total lines of credit that we have. If you have 2 credit cards, one is 10 years old and the other one was literally just opened, you would have an average age of credit of 5 years. This metric in the credit score algorithm shows you've been able to handle credit over long periods of time and haven't just been opening credit card accounts like gangbusters. The higher average age of your credit accounts, the better. Factor number 4, total number of credit accounts. The more credit accounts, the better in building credit. But wait, then isn't our average age of credit going to decrease if we open a bunch of accounts? Yes, and this is where credit score starts to become a little esoteric. By doing one thing to help your credit, you may also simultaneously be hurting it. But credit is all about time and usage in the long run. Open new accounts when you need them, and don't worry, your score will quickly recover. This metric in our credit score shows we can handle a lot of different lines of credit and not just one. Factor number 5, credit inquiries. Credit inquiries are when a lender checks your credit history to see if you're trustworthy and whether or not they want to lend to you. The more credit inquiries that you have, the more it's gonna bring down your score. But think about our total number of credit accounts metric. Don't we need more accounts to increase our credit? That's right. So again, it takes hurting your credit in the short term to build your credit in the long term. Be okay with a single-digit dip that might occur when your credit is checked, but just know it's gonna recover really, really quickly. When shopping for a mortgage, you're usually gonna have a 45-day window to get your credit checked as many times as you want, with the effect of just having it checked once. This allows borrowers to compare rates and terms without lowering their credit score too much. In mortgages in particular, there are credit tiers which determine how favorable an interest rate and terms you'll get with your loan. This being said, you're not going to need to have an 850 credit score to get the lowest rate. Usually the highest tier starts at 740, so if you have a credit score anywhere above that, you'll be getting the same loan product as someone with a score above 800. If you're under 740, however, there starts to become tiers in which lenders are going to change the terms and the rates. You're usually going to need a minimum credit score of 600 to 620 to qualify for a mortgage. If you need help to get your credit score up to qualify for a mortgage, or just get better terms, I highly suggest signing up for sites like Mint.com and Credit Karma. These sites are going to keep an eye out on your credit score and make sure you're building good credit in all 5 factors that we talked about. Remember, good credit takes time, so don't rush things. You got to be patient. Just build good credit habits and you'll see your score rising in no time. Alright, that's it guys. I wanted to keep this video shorter and easier to understand, but if you don't understand something, please leave me a comment below or send me a direct message on Instagram at SamHRealEstate and I'll be sure to address it. There's a lot of complexity to credit and credit scores, but if you build good habits, stick to the basics, and use credit responsibly, you'll be sitting pretty in no time and lenders will be rushing to lend you money. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell below. I appreciate all the engagement and support for these videos and Rent to Retirement as a whole. We love working with you all and creating long-term wealth alongside you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.